Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about how you can actually improve your conversion rate because I know this is a struggle for a lot of people, and I'm going to explain what conversion is. So basically what you want to do, click here on analytics, and then down here you're going to see, it's going to say conversion rate. So as you can see, it's 0 because this is a test store, but usually the conversion rate you want to aim for is 1 to 3%. So if it's lower than 1%, then it's not that great. And basically conversion rate, what it means is, let's say you basically had 100 customers reach checkout, and then only one customer actually ended up buying up the product. That means you have a 1% conversion rate, which again I said is pretty decent, but the higher the better. And the goal, of course, is everyone that actually reaches checkout ends up buying the product, but that usually does not happen, which sucks. So usually what happens is customers end up coming to your checkout, they put in all their information, they click on continue to payment, but they don't end up putting the payment information in, which sucks. It happens to everyone. My conversion rate on my stores is usually about 2 to 3%. It depends, and 2 to 3% is decent, right? But it's really hard to get it higher than that. But I'm going to share some tips that helped me a lot, and so let's go ahead and go back to the store. So first thing I want you to do here, click on apps, and I actually want you to add a new app to your store. The app is called Sticky Cart by Uplinkly, and just click on visit the Shopify app store and add it. So once you have it, just click on it here. Okay, so once you get here, basically it's going to bring you to this page and you're going to see general here. And so what I want you to do here is where it says display on, make sure it's on all devices. Animation, make sure it's on none. Location, just make sure it's at the bottom of the screen, and turn these off, make sure they're not on. And here where it says display after, put visitor scrolls past regular add to cart button. And once you've done that, just click on save. And so now I'm going to actually show you what this does to your store. So I'm going to go back to the store. So basically here, this is just a test. Obviously these photos, don't worry about them. But let's say here we have the add to cart button. So if the customer scrolls down here, they're no longer going to see this, which sucks, right? They're going to have to scroll back up to see it. But instead of that, if they're here at the bottom, what they can do is they can just click on this, which is basically what the app adds for you. So you just click on add to cart, and the customer gets to check out now, which makes it a lot easier for them, and this helps with your conversion rate. So yeah, just make sure you add that, and it's also going to go on default the same color as your store one. So that's the first thing we have to do. Now there's another thing I want to show you guys as well. So I'm going to go back to Shopify. I'm going to go here and click on online store, customize. Once you're here, scroll, click on theme settings. Then click on here, advanced settings, and where it says text here, which is basically the announcement, I'm gonna get you to put something different. So put here biggest sale of the year, and then put ends this week. So the reason you want to do this is because it's going to actually get customers to want to buy the product as soon as possible, because if you have something like this, obviously they don't want to miss out on the sale, so make sure you have this on your store. Now another thing I want to mention that's actually really important is I'm going to get you guys to go to theme settings, then click on checkout, and it's going to take us to the checkout page. Actually, just strange, I'm going to click up here and then go to checkout. Okay, so one thing I notice a lot is customers really don't like when your checkout page doesn't match your store. So if you have a logo, I just want to make sure that you add the logo here. I'm not sure if I already told you guys to do it. I'm pretty sure I did, but just in case you didn't, make sure you put your store logo here. And other than that, I think it should look fine. Just make sure this color here matches the color of like your store. So for example, your add to cart button, make sure it's the same color, and you can actually change the color down here if you have to. But yeah, just make sure it matches up, because customers get uncomfortable. They can kind of feel like it's a little scammy if it's not the same color. Also, as for the like typography, which is just like the font, if you did open sans, which I think you did, make sure you change it to whatever font it was. But I always do that as well, because it just makes it look like it matches with the store. And once you're done that, you're good. This is going to also help with your conversion. Now that's really all you have to do right now to basically improve your conversion rate. And I will say that there's always going to be new things that add up, and so I'm always going to post new things in this course if I ever do find new information to share with you guys. But for now, that's all.